again. Today we're going to review Chapter 9, Lesson 3, and it's pages 406 through 409 in your science book. Before we get started, I want you to find the worksheet that Mrs. Law gave you that looks like this. It's got the words filament, friction, and resistor at the top. Okay, it's Chapter 9, Lesson 3 worksheet. This is what's going to be our homework today. So go ahead and find that real fast. As we look back over Chapter 9, Lesson 3, I am going to just tell you the important stuff that I think you need to know to do your worksheet. If you need to reread the whole lesson, that's totally fine. Go ahead and take a time to do that. You can hit pause, read your lesson, and then come back and we'll review together. Okay? So, looking at page 406, remember that Mrs. Law talked to you about Thomas Edison and some of the things that he's invented. On page 407, we talk about how energy changes form. From this page, I want you to know the different forms of energy, and those are electricity, light energy, sound energy, and energy of motion. I also want you to know that energy cannot be made or destroyed, but it can transform or change form. Many objects transform energy as they work. Think about the lights that are above me, so that way you can see me in this video. Those are taking electricity and transforming them into light energy. If you pluck a guitar string, the energy of motion transforms to, what do you think? What kind of energy do you think the guitar gives off? Sound energy. Very good. It's pretty cool stuff, huh? Do you remember what friction is? Think about the little experiment we did in class where we rubbed our hands together and we created friction. Friction is a force that acts when two surfaces rub together. And when you think about our hands, when we rubbed our hands together, they got warm, right? And that created friction. On page 408, we start talking about resistors. And resistors use energy in a circuit. Most resistors transform electrical energy into heat and light. So that's where our light bulbs came in, and we talked about a hairdryer, right? A filament is a thin coiled wire that can get very hot without melting. The filament becomes so hot that it glows, also giving off light. We saw a filament in the little light bulb that I showed you. Remember the one that is not a fluorescent, the incandescent light bulb that has the little metal wire in it? That's your filament. Okay, let's see. Oh, I want you to take a look at page 409, question 4 again. If you have not answered questions 5 and 6 on your own, now is a great time to hit pause, hit it on the bottom of your screen, and answer those questions. We are going to check when we get back to school. But look up at question 4. We discussed how hair dryers dry your hair. Go back and read that. Talk with mom and dad, grandma, grandpa, the dog, whoever you want to talk to about how that dries your hair, because that's going to help you with one of the questions on your worksheet. All right, now the fun part, homework. Get out your worksheet, flip it over onto the back, and I wrote down your essential question for you. Maybe, if I can find it. I just had it. Do you guys want to laugh at me? Of course you do. I have not written in cursive in a very long time. Mrs. Law really likes to write her essential question in cursive, so I thought I would try really hard. I had to rewrite it 3 times before I got it right, so it's probably not looking very good. Just do your best, okay? I'm going to hold it up here for you. How does energy change form? What 2 types of energy does electricity give off? So go ahead and copy down on the back of your worksheet your essential question. You're going to answer that as well. Alrighty, so that's it. That's all for today. Pretty easy peasy, lemon squeezy. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to email Mrs. Law and ask her. She's happy to help you, or you can have her email me and I will send you a response. All right, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I look forward to seeing you when we get back to school. Bye.